Hello everybody and welcome to Pinkbike's Inside the Tape. My name is Ben Cathro and I'm here in Lenzerheide for the penultimate round of the 2019 World Cup season. Behind me is the Mitas wall and it's a pretty spicy section. There's a lot in store here, so let's watch a few riders battering on through and then we'll break this down.
Oh, someone is still doing it. Dude. Wind. Rook. Oh my god. Whoa.
This is a section that you'll see on the live feed, but because of the camera angle from the side, you can't quite see what's going on in the track. On the way in, you'll see there's a few rises and bumps that riders gap some, pump others. There's a few different options through there. But the first bit of line choice is just as you get to the orange pads. This section is called the Mitas wall, and yeah, there's a lot going on. The line that most people are doing here is the right line, and that is because it is straighter and shorter, and we all know shorter is faster, I guess. There's a decent sized compression on the way in, and then you have got some big chunky roots. Not only big chunky roots, there's a few little sneaky rocks that just want to grab your wheels and slip you as you're turning in. The riders that are getting this good are loading the bike up in the compression before the rocks and roots start, and then fully bunny hopping over them. I mean, if you don't touch them, then you've got no problems. So in the next section, you have the choice of going left between the two orange pads or right between the yellow pads. If you're going left, you've got two options to get there. Either slot it through the flipping pedal grinding, mech smash and rotor bending gap, or over the rock. To go on the right, you either have to go off the edge of that rock or you try and get right of it, but it's really tight to get on there. So on the wide line, you come off this 4-foot high drop, doesn't look like that when you're watching from the side, land on a nice carpet of roots, you got a few more steps, and then you rejoin onto the traverse down there. The line onto the traverse from this wider line is really nice, straightens it up and allows you to carry a lot of speed into the next section. Coming off the right line, the drop isn't as bad. You can roll down it, and the roots here are even worse than the other line, and there's a larger secondary drop about halfway down. Also, the rejoin is tighter, but some adventurous individuals are going off camera and holding it inside. There's some fresh dirt there on the inside, and because the rocks aren't as polished and it's drying out, it's working quite well. So down the next straight, you float off a rocky outcrop and then you just head straight down into the next corner. There is a high line, but it must not be working as there are barely any tire tracks on it. I was really hoping people would be getting up on that high line, but there must not be any benefit to it, which is a shame.
Oh, there he goes. There he goes.
Yo, Cathro vision!
He's inside the tape.
Inside the tape vision.
What are you looking at? What's going on?
I like inside, but I'm just trying to get a better exit because I keep hitting the rut. I feel like you make 2 turns where you could just have one smooth one, so and it's looking grippy now, so we can go for it.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Yo. What are you favouring at the minute, Luca? Where are you going?
Yesterday I was going outside, but I've been going inside this morning. I don't know, I was having trouble like carrying any speed on the outside, so it's way longer, so I was hoping you would tell me which one's faster.
Well, the tall man in your team made the outside to grassy highland look pretty exceptional.
Really?
Yeah, but I think he's a bit of a unique individual. He's a bit of a unicorn.
Yeah, I'll say.
Are you trying to hold like super inside on the turn at the bottom here? Or are you middle?
That's what I was hoping to do, but I haven't really managed it.
Yeah.
It's kind of greasy this morning.
I feel like to make this inside work, that's the boy.
That's the key, yeah.
Yeah.
It felt like I had a lot more traction at the end of the day yesterday than I do this morning, so I was like, I think some of the lines I picked out were maybe a little ambitious.
Thought I was gone there.
Okay, let's see if I can somehow time this section. It's a long one, so it's going to take 2 camera angles. I'll ghost the first bit and then side by side the second bit. First contenders are Marine Cabaroo on the outside and Tracy Hanna on the inside. Right away you can see Marine pull away as Tracy slows down to turn inside. Marine floats off the drop and Tracy is already a decent chunk behind. Pause the vid. Switch to the painstakingly synchronized side-by-side clip and continue. As Tracy negotiates the routes and steps, Marine lets it run into the next straight. She holds her lead, then absolutely shreds that bottom turn. Takes this section by 0.91. Outside wins this round. Now we have Loris Verger on the inside and David Trummer negotiating the outside. They enter the first turn and Loris gets the tight turn really well, with Trummer only pulling a slight gap. Loris is on the shorter line, so he could make that up. Not quite. Trummer still holds a slight lead heading into that final turn, and then Trummer takes it by 0.15 on the outside. Now for some wildly different lines. Menard does his wide to super high, and then Danny does the super inside to pedal smasher.
How did he get so inside on that?
Greg comes into this section so fast. He launches off the steps and pulls a big lead over Danny. This super inside's going to have to be magical to catch up. Oh, it is! Danny's caught up. They were neck and neck there. Let's see how Menard's highline affects the outcome, and it gains him some time, giving Menard a 0.18 win. Okay, fastest 2 riders from each line now. Bruni takes the super inside and Brosnan goes outside.
Oh my god, he went so fast off of that.
They enter the section and Brosnan should pull away on the straighter line, but he doesn't. They're neck and neck heading into the next turn, and Bruni's on the shorter line. Bruni's in the lead, but Troy gets off the brakes and attacks down that next straight. He brakes super late, catching Bruni up, but it's not enough, and Bruni takes it by 0.07. Troy was quite slow at the very first bit. I wonder if... Here's Menard against. Menard bounds his way across the rocks, pulling a lead, but let's swap him out for Brosnan, who was fastest down that next bit. They're neck and neck now thanks to that bump start from Menard. We know how fast Brosnan was down that next section, so he should take the win, and yes, by 0.12. Phew! Took a bit of cheating there to beat Bruni, but I think that shows that both lines can be very similar. Don't know about you, but I've got Troy Menard in my fantasy team for tomorrow.
So fast off of that.
That was good.
That's it for Pinkbike's Inside the Tape with me, Ben Cathro. Hopefully I managed to edit the video so that the ghost into split cam made some sort of sense and we got a good answer. I feel like I would have managed it, but fingers crossed. If you want to see any more videos on the World Cup, I've got some over on my channel. There's a link for that over there. And I'm going to see you not at a World Cup round, World Champs, Mont St. Anne, as long as I figure out how to pay the media rights. Hopefully it's not too much. But yeah, I'll be seeing you there in Canada. Until then, catch you later. It's really hard to work with these paparazzi.